Okay, so this is going to be a tomato review for the Thai pink egg tomato. So this is a new grow for me for 2018. Never grew this before. And it's quite a wonderful looking tomato. And so I'm hoping that it's going to be nice and sweet. It's a Solanum lycopersicum. It's a regular leaf tomato. And it's an indeterminate tomato. So let's take a closer look at the tomato itself. As you can see here, quite a beautiful tomato. It looks like an egg shape or maybe a Roma type tomato, but it's pink. And so it's got a very nice color to it. Very beautiful tomato. But it didn't really produce that good for me this year, and that's partly my fault because it kind of is and it isn't. When I started the seeds early in the season, his first batch of seeds died. They got dampened off, and all four of them died. So I had to restart it again. And when I restarted it again, it was like 2 or 3 months later. So I didn't start growing these again until like the first week in July, something like that. So it got to it really late. So the plants never really got big, and I didn't really get a lot of tomatoes off it. But again, that's just the way it grows sometimes, and you pretty much got to roll with the punches. So let's give this a Brix Test. Nice and juicy, that's a good sign. I don't like dry tomatoes. And it says 6 on the Brix, so this year they're not going to be terribly sweet, but they'll be sweet enough. But according to this, it's not going to be terribly sweet. This is what it looks like on the inside. Not sure if you're blurry or I can't really tell. I won't be able to know until there's no way to really know. But that's what it looks like on the inside. And let's give it a taste test. Well, it was a little bit on the tangy side. There really wasn't much sweetness in that at all. There was a little bit of sweetness, but not very much. But it was really more tangy than anything. Wasn't terrible or anything, but the texture of it was kind of chalky. And generally, chalky type tomatoes don't normally make a good tomato sauce, for example. In a salad, you're fine because you're eating it with other vegetables and stuff, so you don't get that chalky effect, won't really bother you so much. But when you're eating them raw, that chalky effect is not really exactly a desirable feature in a tomato. Again, this could just be because it didn't really have a chance to mature, and I need to grow it in different conditions, and we'll see if we can bring the flavor up on it. But as of this year, that's basically the effect that I'm getting from it. Now, from sweet and tangy, what is the ratio on it? I would say the sweet and the tang on this is probably, the tang was probably like a 30, and the sweetness was like a 20. So it was a real big offset. Not much sweetness, just kind of tangy a little bit. And then it had a good tomato flavor. The tomato flavor, on the other hand, on this tomato tasted really nice. It draws you back into the tomato, that aftertaste you get when you're eating the tomato. But without that sweetness balance in there, it detracts from the whole experience when you're eating tomatoes. So to me, that was kind of a detraction, really. But I'm not going to rule this tomato out because I'm going to grow it next year, and I'll grow it. Hopefully I can get it started early, and I can get it going early, and get some decent tomatoes out of it next year. We'll revisit it and see if I can bring that flavor up on it. I definitely don't want to chalk this tomato off because, as you can see, it's quite a beautiful tomato here. It's just a wonderful little cute pink tomato. That would look really good in a salad, or just in a basket with tomatoes, and you put them on your table and let your family pick out of the basket. And this would make a nice presentation. I just like this tomato. I really like that little pink grape shape. Now, it's not exactly shaped like a grape. It's kind of bulbous. Like grape tomatoes tend to be a little bit more of a elongated and smaller. This is kind of plumpy. This has got a little beef on it. and it's nice and pink. I like that. I like that whole effect to it. So I don't know. That's it. That's my tomato review for the Thai pink egg tomato. I'll have seeds in the in my website at the end of the year. Maybe, maybe not. I may not put seeds on there this year. I might wait till next year. Grow it again next year, and then that way I can evaluate the way it tastes a little bit differently, and I can, you know, offer it if I want to. I may not want to offer this one, but either way, check out my website, see what seeds I do have available. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.